Hi everyone, I am Yash. I am the co-founder of SendAI, and with me Kinsa from Sonic SVM. And today they had the mainnet launch, so congrats on that. So we'll be talking about attention capital markets, a term like which is loosely derived from internet capital markets. So essentially, anything on blockchain is trading of attention. So that's why we coined the term attention capital markets. And thanks to platforms like Pump.fun, now anyone can tokenize attention in less than $2 in less than 2 minutes and around the world 24 cross 7, and this is something like which is happening first time in the history of the entire mankind that this is possible. So that's why we coined a term called attention capital markets. So yeah, we'll get started with what's attention capital markets and how Sonic is also viewing that, and what are different sectors which can be targeted. So attention economy has been a major theme in the last 5 years, thanks to emergence of TikTok, Instagram, and more. And now all major platforms like Google, Facebook, and all are merchants of attention. So how do you think Solana or blockchain enables like trading of attention, and how do you view the attention capital markets?
Yeah, I think it's attention capital market is a term that you've kind of popularized within the Solana ecosystem. And I think there's people who interpret it in different ways. I think most obvious, straightforward that way that everyone kind of understands is meme coins, as many people have been trading right now. It's kind of like a cultural phenomenon that happens, turns into tokens, and people trade it. So you see tons of volume on things like Peanut. Trump has been the biggest one so far. And I think this has been the most straightforward kind of implementation of attention capital markets. And then we see this on an individual level, usually with people with a little bit more influence, like KOLs. We've seen the rise of friend tech that kind of started this off within the EVM ecosystem. We've seen similar SocialFi applications on Solana. Right now, I think Time.fun is a trending one where you can purchase individuals' time and interact with them over this purchase time. And yeah, but I think overall there's going to be a lot more interesting mechanisms of tokenizing and incentivizing people's attention, which we're really excited to explore. I think there's a lot of opportunity on algorithm side of things. Happy to dive into a little more over this fireside chat.
Sure, sure. So now let's get to some specific questions. So let's say if you have to rebuild TikTok on Solana or even on Sonic, using attention capital markets as the concept, what does it change for the monetization of creators or the creator economics? Say, I would love to know, like, how would you rebuild TikTok using the attention capital markets?
Yeah, yeah. Just for a brief background, we've been doing a lot of stuff with TikTok. We launched TikTok App Layer earlier last year. That's been onboarding users through TikTok through chain abstraction, and people can log in with TikTok to play tap to earn game. So that's been really fun, tapping into like new social ecosystems. But yeah, I think to rebuild TikTok on Solana, there's a lot of different things we can update. We can have like decentralized, on-chain wallet logins and things like that. But from a philosophical level, I think what excites me the most is changing up the incentive structure within the platform. Not just TikTok, but most social media, I think, have a skewed incentive structure for advertisers, where the platform doesn't benefit isn't built to benefit users, but it's to benefit advertisers. So they just want to maximize your time spent on the platform, take away your attention to benefit, certain purchases or benefit the people who spend money on the ads rather than the user itself. And I think with a new structure around, maybe generating specific content or specific algorithm that users can benefit from, and if you can earn from that with or incentivized to use that, then I think that could be a really creative way to build social platforms that can benefit individual users rather than benefit advertisers and advertising companies the most.
Awesome. So, how do you at Sonic view attention capital markets, and what's your go-to market for bringing more and more builders who are building using the concept of attention capital markets? Say, I would love to start with that, and then we can go deeper into that as well.
Yeah. I guess a tangible example would be our TikTok app layer. We create a HTML5 layer on top of TikTok with TikTok login, and we had chain abstraction. So wallets are all automatically generated on the back end. Gas fees are paid for. So it was like a seamless experience. Users didn't know they were using a Web3 application. And we onboarded over 2 million users through this. This has been like a really successful implementation of launching an app on TikTok that we are doubling down on at the moment, and we want to spread it to other social media channels, such as Instagram Reels, YouTube Reels, things like that. Yeah, so this is the first example that I would like to share with the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, and what are top three use cases you are most excited to bring to Sonic? So, for example, it can be SocialFi or like any top three use cases you are most excited about.
Yeah, I think the fun, like what is interesting mechanism to play here is the incentive structure. So I guess that's what I want to actually touch on with the TikTok app layer too. Um, you know, when it comes to attention, sometimes it can be a chicken and an egg problem. Sometimes you want attention, but there's no, you don't have the user base. Sometimes if you don't, you have the user base, but it's hard to direct them towards specific attention. And what crypto Web3 tokens can help structure is they can help generate network effects. So with certain well-designed incentive mechanisms that is well structured, you can attract a lot of people to come use your platform and actually become your ambassador and bring your friends in as well. So I think extreme case of this example is Pi Network. Pi token that just launched had a huge global user base of people just logging in the app, farming Pi tokens on their phone. It's been a very interesting social, I guess, experiment, but they haven't really implemented into any like productive outcome. But if we can utilize that kind of incentive mechanism to draw attention into productive or interesting outcomes, I think would be the next unlock for attention capital markets.
Awesome. And what do you think about SocialFi platforms or even creator tokens? I think like Trump is also kind of a creator token. So, what do you think? And any favorite SocialFi platform you have?
Yeah, I think Chris has made many threads about this on Twitter, but Vector has been very one that they were paying very close attention to. I think mobile is the future, and they created a native app on iPhone. You can download on the App Store, and it's basically socializing the meme coin trading action. So you can share your PNL, share what price point you got in, what price point you're at now, how much money you made or lost, and it's kind of like a social media platform where you can swipe through different trades tokens that are going on, and yeah, and there's a lot of there's like leaderboards as well. But adding social elements to these social fi cultural meme coins that are popping up, I think has been a good success for them, and I think they're making like 50K revenue per day, some crazy numbers. So yeah, big. I think that's a really good success case that we would like to see implemented on top of Sonic, and I think this is a big opportunity that builders can tap into.
Yeah, Vector is a very cool platform. The way they productized the broadcasting part, that was like really cool. And now they're monetizing via the volumes. So, yeah, adjacent question to this would be, what do you think would be the best metric of judging a success of attention capital markets? And I would just like view that like, what's your also the metric that Sonic is viewing the most for its blockchain? That like, how do you think that would measure the success of Sonic as well?
Yeah, I think so far it's been pretty standard where volume is the key. How many people are trading the asset related to the attention capital market, whether it be meme coins or even time.fun or other applications. There's always an asset that people are trading, and the volume has been the most important thing, but also fees. So when there's volume, you can take fees for every transactions that are being made, and that fee can also make sure that you have a revenue generating platform and you have a consistent runway to continue to develop your app. So that's something we're looking for within every builder and every application that's launching on Sonic. Yeah, and then for every, usually when there's a market, it's based on a DEX, AMM, and you can also earn fees from like liquidity provision. That's been going around a lot for Meteora specifically on Solana. So yeah, volume and fees on top of this volume would be the main metric we're looking for. But maybe there's other creative experimentation with like NFTs, and you can measure success by number of NFTs purchased, things like that. We'll see what's to come.
Yeah, so I'm guessing like, so what's your strategy to, let's say, have more volumes on the chain? Is it like issuing more assets or bridging more assets from Solana? By issuing more assets, I mean natively assets. So what do you think would be the more primary thing that you are looking at? Is it like native issuance or the bridged assets?
You're targeting both. We obviously we're atomically composable to Solana, so we take Sol as gas fees, and any SVM application on Solana can automatically fork over their code to deploy on Sonic. In terms of incentivization, we are giving airdrops to Sol layer delegators, so those delegators can bridge their Sol over to Sonic, and they receive airdrops. We also have like mainnet campaigns going on where we incentivize on-chain users of specific apps and to earn Sonic tokens. We have multiple seasons of this, so check out on our Twitter. You can be incentivized to play around with these new dApps that are launching on our platform. So highly recommend that. And we have a hackathon that's going on as well. $1 million plus hacker prize pool. SendAI is one of our lead sponsors, so thank you to them on the AI track. But this is another way for us to incentivize builders to launch on our platform, of course.
Yeah, since we are talking about hackathon, what would be the one idea which would like to be get built for the attention capital markets track? Like, just name one idea that you would love to see for the attention capital markets track.
Hmm. One idea that I'd like to see. I think I've been a big fan of time.fun, kind of buying people's time or getting access to certain people. I think Friends Tech has been uh, unsuccessful experiment, but time.fun is approaching it in a different manner. So I'd like to see some sort of uh, SocialFi attention capital market platform that individuals can thrive on. So I'm not sure exactly what that looks like yet. I'll leave that homework to the builders themselves. But I'm really excited about some SocialFi applications that can benefit from launching on Sonic.
Yeah, I think like time.fun is also a good example of attention capital markets where you are tokenizing time, and yeah, essentially time and attention are very much correlated. So yeah, last question of the chat. So what would be your two favorite attention assets, and why attention assets? I primarily mean meme coins only.
Mm.
And of course you can't name Sonic, but you just name like two favorite attention assets.
Yeah. Two favorite attention assets. Shout out to Peanut, the meme coin. Was trading that Peanut and Chill Guy, the two TikTok meme coins. Some of my favorites. But that said, we'll see what I think. Time is another one. Obviously, I'm looking at as well outside of meme coins right now.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, that's what it. That was it. And attention capital market is all about tokenizing attention, and like we would love to have more builders building on this team. So if you're building on Solana or Sonic, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to help in any way possible.
Last to add one more token, I'd like to add Send AI and Sendcoin. Of course, our close partner
Yeah,
here.
thanks
Yeah,
for stealing my bag.
that is my favorite coin outside of Sonic. Yeah. But thank you so much for hosting.
Yeah, thanks everyone for listening, and thanks Kinsa for coming to the chat.